Hello there, welcome to this channel. My name is Jackson Oyungu. There are certain things that I was ignoring in my relationship and I never used to take them serious, even if my wife once in a while will give me feedback that staying home, sitting in the sitting room or watching TV does not qualify or amounts to spending time with her. I did not know that that was one of our love language, that for her to feel loved and to feel happy in our marriage, I needed to spend some time with her. So today we want to talk about what we call quality time as one of the love languages that can either make your marriage to succeed or make your marriage to have trouble. This is one thing that can make your love tank to be full or make your love tank to go dry. But before we get into that, in case you're watching this video for the first time, I want to ask you, seriously ask you that you take a second or two, share this video with your friends and family. You never know who you will be helping, so that the next time we produce a video like this, YouTube and Facebook will be able to notify you. And thank you for doing that, because by doing so, it gives me the motivation for creating more content for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into our today's discussion. Quality time. What does that mean in your relationship? How many hours, how many minutes do you spend with your spouse? Because remember, if that is a love language and she's not getting that from you, or he is not getting that from you, that may make your love tank to go dry. That may make your marriage to experience issues or challenges, because you are not speaking the language that your spouse is speaking. So quality time demands or calls for what we call undivided attention. It's attention that when you are, the two of you, when you are together, you are not supposed to be doing any other thing that may cause distraction into your marriage life. And therefore, it's a wake-up call to you and me that we need to constantly think of, what is it that I can do to save my marriage? What is it that you can do to help your love tank continue being full? Now, how do you make sure that you have quality time with your spouse? Number one thing that you can do is to what we call having quality conversation. There are some people, if quality time is their love language, then they will value quality conversation. That conversation that you will be having, you and your spouse, is so valuable to them that they don't want any other distraction. I have a friend who is also a follower who told me, I cannot have a girlfriend whom I cannot have quality conversation with. To him, having conversation is very key. That even if he's dating now, that is one of the things that he's looking for. That I need someone that we can have a conversation, and not just a conversation, quality conversation. So for that friend, I want to tell you point blank today that is your love language, quality time. One of the dialects in quality time with your spouse is having quality conversation. And therefore, if that is you and your spouse is not giving you that time, you cannot have a good conversation, then that will bring trouble into your marriage. And therefore, you need to constantly communicate that to your spouse, that I feel love when we have quality conversation. Another thing that will make your quality time be meaningful is to have what we call quality activity. So as a dialect in that language of having quality activities, if that was my love language, then I expect my wife to be having activities with me. What are some of the activities that we can do? You can have a walk. Take a walk together, along the street in your neighborhood. You can do games, you can cook together. These are things that will make your spouse feel loved, because that is their love language. That's the only language that they understand in that marriage or in that relationship. And therefore, it is upon me, if that is my love language, to communicate that to my spouse, that I feel loved, I feel nice, I feel full, and my love tank feel full when we have quality conversation, when we have quality activities, or even when I express my feelings without being vindicated. So those are some of the things that you can do to help your love tank to remain full or to keep on being filled when you are talking or you're using such like dialects, like quality conversation, expressing yourself properly, or having quality activities. So why do you think it's very important to understand that someone, if someone's love language is quality time, then how does that make them feel? So if the reason why it's very important as love language, reason number one, it helps the person or your spouse to feel loved. Number two, it helps your spouse to feel, to feel like they are being discovered in one way or the other. Because when you spend time with someone, or when you spend time with something, you get to know certain things that you did not know. So even spending quality with your spouse makes you to discover your spouse better, make you to understand at what angle does my spouse get mad or they get angry. At what angle or what is it that if I do, it will make them happy, it will make them feel loved. So spending quality time with your spouse will make them feel loved, will make you also discover your spouse better, and will also help to create memories for your marriage. You know, I've watched movies where maybe someone, a spouse died, and the other spouse, the surviving spouse will think about what they used to do. And that will give them solace. You know, they will make them feel that even if he's gone, but he has left me with memories. Those memories can only be created if you are creating time for one another. If you are doing things as a couple that makes you have good memories. So it is very, very important to understand that each and every spouse in that relationship will be speaking a different love language. And it's very, very significant that you communicate your love language so that your spouse gets to understand your love language and the dialects that you speak in that language. That way your love tank will continue growing. That way your love tank will be full, and that when your love tank is full, you will be able to express that love to your spouse and even to your kids. And therefore, it is my plea for you to get to understand what is your love language and what is the love language of your spouse. Until we make another video, I want to say thank you so much for listening. Once again, take a second or two, share this video with your friends and family so that next time you can be helping them, or you can help someone to also learn something, because this knowledge that we get, we share with one another, and that's how we get to disseminate them and help each other in this journey. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening. Share this video and engage me in the comment section. And until we meet again, my name is Jackson Oyungu, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.